partnership with Pepperdine started almost 10 years ago. We reached out initially to the president and said we should start working together. And it started with research, it evolved to corporate donations, and then to ultimately teaching courses and helping kids get a broader education. At Pepperdine, we teach a full-year graduate level course in economics. And it is in part economic theory, it's in part finance and investment theory, and it's in part very hands-on business building. And we take a number of graduates, a few exceptional undergraduates. It is 2 Pepperdine professors, myself, and then Professor Wisdom, who is, of course, our Chief Investment Officer.
In the first module, we introduced them to the space. In the second part of the module, we would then actually sit down with the students on an almost one-to-one basis and form teams, and they would have to identify projects and investments that would be then presented to Bryant Stibel.
They get together in groups and they give us recommendations about different investment opportunities, different startups, different businesses to build. Ultimately, we use those interviews effectively and those presentations to determine the best of the best. And those few individuals, it's typically anywhere from 4 to 6 students out of the 20 student class, get a summer internship at Bryant Stibel.
You're out there, you've got to defend your analysis, you've got to defend your ideas. So I think that is one amazing advantage that they get by going through this program.
We can ask the student to work very, very hard for 14 weeks, work a little bit harder in the summer, but then you have something tangible, a project, an actual investment that they've worked on, transactions that are real, not just in a textbook.
Last year we had an intern that was specifically interested in doing private equity investments. We, over the course of the summer, got him involved in a lot of our investments, in the analysis of the investments, meeting with the management of the companies, and just kind of going through that entire process, having him sit through investment oversight committees with us, and hopefully giving him the real understanding of how that process really works.
When it comes to Pepperdine and our partnership, I couldn't be more pleased. We continue to do more and more, both on the research side as well as on the teaching side. For us, this is largely about giving back.
We're hoping to expand this partnership on a number of levels.
I would love for this relationship to become really a staple of our business school program. Really become a legacy of what Pepperdine is all about.
This course that we did with Pepperdine University was the first of its kind. I don't think anyone else in the world is doing this particular type of course. It's really different, and it was designed to really take the theoretical and marry it with the practical.
When we take on interns and when we're teaching courses, ultimately what we're hoping for is what everyone hopes for when they teach, which is that our students will learn something. We're fundamentally different in terms of how we think students learn.
In some respects, the students themselves that have come to intern for Bryant Stibel, they've brought with them new ideas, they bring with them an energy, in a lot of ways, a different way of looking at things that have really made us look at things differently too.